This is the Loud Lounge. Come chill at the Loud Lounge.
We are chilling at the Loud Lounge.
Welcome to the Loud Lounge with yours truly, Selective Free, and today I have a special guest in the building today. Bermuda's own DJ Reem, our champion squad. Reem, I don't know how to say it, but you're officially a Bermudian now.
Officially a Bermudian, huh?
So welcome back to the Loud Lounge. So basically, we're just going to give a recap of your last year and talk about the movements that we now see you doing.
Okay.
So what's it been like this past year?
This past year just been working, traveling as usual.
Yes.
Going from places to places to spread the good music, you know?
Yes. So I've noticed you played a lot of times with my good friend Paul Michael up in Providence. So what's that like?
Yo, Paul Michael, one of the wickedest jugglers, not lie to you. Great juggling selector. I'm a brother that man. Good bridging.
You're gonna have a good laugh. It's a small world. I went to school in New England Tech.
Oh yeah?
And that's how me and Paul Michael became friends.
Okay. Yeah, man, Paul Michael, good peoples. And Ted, shout out to Ted too.
Yes. So what I also want to tell you about your touring. I see you do a lot more touring. How do you do your preparation for touring? I've seen you've been in Belize, but it's not just Belize City. You go to the different parts of Belize.
Oh yeah.
Can we elaborate more on that? Because a lot of people, when I see you in Bahamas, people think you're in just Nassau. When you're in Belize, you're in Belize City. Let's go a little further and tell them Nassau is 700 islands and keys. So
Bahamas is
it's big, but a lot of people have this narrow-minded view of when you hear of Belize, it's Belize City, no other parts. When it's Bahamas, you only think of Nassau, but you have Bimini, you have Arica, you have Andrews, you have Freeport, so many different parts. So what's that like, and does the selection change, especially when you go to Bahamas from the different islands?
For the Bahamas, not really. It depends. Like, all right, some parts may not catch the new song them more before.
Yeah.
Like Nassau is probably more faster than, I don't know, Eleuthera. But then you have Freeport that's faster than Nassau in some parts with the music. But it just depends, you know. It's not really no major difference. It's just probably like 1 and 2 songs they probably didn't catch yet. That's about it.
So I want to ask you, you know, certain countries have different artists. Like, you know, when you come from Bermuda, Collie Budge, Troy Anthony, where you see BLAC, E-Levels, Slanger, these are Bermudian artists. What's it like when you go to places like Bahamas where you have Bahamian Dre, you have another couple of artists, I can't get with them. What's it?
You have a couple of them out.
Right. How do you make out putting those artists in your sets, and have you ever done something special when you go to Bahamas? Say, you know what, let me get Bahamian Dre, put him in my set.
Of course. I think it's very important to put the locals in your set, because you're building a foundation for yourself when you do that. Especially if you're going to certain places the first time, you have to do your research. You know what I mean? You have to make sure you have everything into place to make yourself win. That's what it's about. You know, you're pleasing the people, you're winning over the crowd. So whatever the crowd likes, if that crowd likes that specific artist, of course, include them in your set. If the DJ before you didn't play him, obviously.
Yeah.
You know?
So how do you feel when you introduce new artists? Are you scared to give them a go, or do you think about it?
The thing about it is with me, I'm not afraid to introduce new artists because I know how to deliver it.
Okay.
So you have to learn how to deliver something new to people, and you have to understand that not everything is a forward, because most DJs, they play for this. You putting your hand in the air, and you know, but sometimes it's just, you know, once people are moving to something, that means they're enjoying themselves. If they weren't enjoying themselves, they wouldn't move at all.
Okay.
So sometimes even if the song is not a big song, or the song is something that you're trying to introduce for people to get familiar, it's the way how you bring it across.
Okay. Now, one thing I can say about you, your micing element is a major thing.
Right.
You have a voice that people gravitate to when they hear you giving your speeches and talking and dances. So I can shake your hand. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
The next part, Reem, we want to get into is, those that don't know, this guy is now a producer.
Yeah, man.
You're let's get into the production side. What made you, even though you're heavily in the DJ ring, what made you get that producer's ear and walk into that segment of artistry?
All right, so I didn't just now become a producer. Well, let me say this first. Let me answer that question first. So being a producer doesn't mean that you have to build rhythms, or that doesn't mean that you have to to put a song out there on iTunes or Spotify or nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know that Voice and Dub Plates is producing music as well, right?
Yes, yes.
So it's embedded in me from doing that, from voicing dub plates and stuff like that. I've been voicing my own dub plates for the sound from I was about like 11, 12 years old. So that side of it is always, and then I do remixes. So that's another part of production.
Yeah.
So I think getting into producing music, like legit producing music, I think that was like a given for me, you know what I mean? From that. But the first time I actually put on the producer hat was in 2010. Is that 2010 or 11? You know, Gappy Ranks from the UK.
Yes.
He built a rhythm.
Yeah.
And in the rhythm, it kept sampling Champion Squad. So he gave me the rhythm and him say, yo, I'm gonna put a song on it, find your artist and what you want to put on it, see the rhythm here. And he gave me the files for the rhythm, everything, and him say, yo, you need to be a producer. He was the one who said, yo, time to do production.
Yes.
So that was
but you had Rainy Wonder on.
No, not that one.
Okay.
That one was just, it had Gappy Ranks. The biggest artist on it was Gappy Ranks, Deli Ranks, Munga. Munga was on it. I had two artists from Kenya.
Yes.
Versatile Kenya and Vital Black. And who else was on it? Couple people was on it.
Yes.
But I that was the first production that I did, and then after that I tried again, but I didn't put it out. There was another production that I had. I still have the songs, but I just never put them out. Had Stein, you know, Einstein.
Yes.
And Deli Ranks was on it as well too. Tony Mataran voiced on it. This was like 2012, but I just never did nothing with it.
Okay.
So then years later now, in the pandemic, my brethren in Italy, who is a part of the sound, DJ Merch.
Yes.
He came to me and he said, yo, let's do some production in the pandemic. And we weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
We were standstill.
Yeah.
When he said that, I said, yeah, man, we can do some production and thing. And he made the rhythm and he sent it to me. I was like, yo, this is bad. And when he did that, when I started to listen to the rhythm, I'm like, who can I put on it? So that's when I reached out to my friend Super Twitch now. Super Twitch, you know, he used to play Afrique song and legendary Super Twitch.
Yes.
General.
A Florida native.
Yeah, man. Florida native. No. New York to Florida, you know. Yeah, big up Super Twitch, my brother that. But yeah, so when I got the rhythm, I said to Twitch, I said, yo, Wayne Wonder for this. Yeah. Because, you know, Twitch and Wayne Wonder have a close relationship.
Yeah.
So when I said, all right, brother, need Wayne Wonder. He said, all right, I'm going to see what we can do. Yo, swear to you, I would say within 45 minutes, Wayne Wonder had a full song for me. Sent me the song.
Oh, wow.
45 minutes. Him call me and him say, yo, what you plan to do with that song?
Yeah.
And I tell him, say, yo, you know, it's like my first major production where I'm trying to actually put something into or whatever. And the man say, all right, cool. And him say, see the song here. And him send me the song. So when him send me the song, I call him back and I said, brother, you have this song already. This is a song you had already. He said, no, when we hear the rhythm, this is what came to my mind. I said, what?
Yeah, he is fast.
And I'm talking about full rhythm, harmony. I mean, full song, harmony, everything. In 45 minutes, Wayne Wonder sent me the files, everything for the song.
Okay.
So, prior to that, I reached out to Noah Power.
Yes.
You know, which is a next selector, but he's a multi-talented artist.
Yes.
Everything, you know. So, a great entertainer. So anyway, I reached out to him and I said, yo, brother, I have a song, I have a rhythm. Want you put a song on? And he, yo, I'm not lie to you. I feel like say it's one of the baddest songs on the rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what I wanted to ask you was your production side and your DJing side. How do you make time for both? Because we know that people that don't know your social media, you have a young daughter. How do you do your tour dates, your production, your promotion, because your promotion's heavy? How do you do your time management to do all these things but also have your family time?
I mean, I mainly travel on the weekends more than anything, unless I'm doing like a long tour, like Japan or Europe.
Okay.
But most of the time, like especially like weekends and stuff like that, either my mom will take care of my daughter,
Okay.
or her mom will, you know, take care of her and stuff like that. So she goes between there and there. So you know what I mean. But most of the time, my daughter's with me,
Okay.
and we, you know, I spend time with her.
Yes. We can see from the social media.
That's my life. You know,
Yes.
that's she's.
Oh, this is what I want to ask you, Reem. How do you see yourself within the next 5 years? First, as the producer brands of DJ Reem, or what is your producer name? Is it different from DJ Reem, or it's just DJ Reem?
It's DJ Reem. My real name is attached to the song itself. So
Okay. And then who asks how you brand the sound within the next 5 years?
So I'm big on changing and adapting with time, because what a lot of people think I'm young. Like a lot of people think that I'm really young. Like people think that I'm still in my 20s or.
Well, you got the baby face.
Yeah, that's why a lot
clean up.
think
You
it.
clean up. You clean up.
But bigger than that though, I'm always finding ways to relate with what's now.
Yes.
So I will always try to reinvent myself.
Okay.
Because sometimes I would take a break, step back and say, all right, what's missing? What am I doing wrong right now?
To recap on myself.
Right. So then I start to say, all right, cool. I need to focus more on this or focus more on that. I need to, all right, now I see, like the only thing that I haven't really been big on yet is the TikTok thing. Like I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it.
It takes time.
Fully.
Trust me, I'm trying.
Like, I don't know what it is
myself.
I just can't get into it fully. Like, you know, there's a lot of DJs going viral on TikTok and things like that, but I don't know. It's just hard for me to get into.
Speaking that you've had a quite, we'll say you have a good career.
Mm-hmm.
Who were some of these selectors that you looked at back in the day that you took note and tried to create this version of Reem?
All right, so it was always I grew up on clashing, so clashing was my thing from ever since. From I know myself. Yeah, sound clash was my thing. Yeah, for listening to, right? Even till this day, like I cannot listen to a regular live audio. I have to listen to a sound clash. Okay. Even coming on the plane, coming here, I was listening to King Animosity and Stonewall coming here. Oh, okay. That's what I was listening to on the, you know what I mean? I can't listen to it. So I always admire Ricky Trooper, okay, and Mataran. Those are my two favorite. And then Squingy was there as well. But yeah, Bass Odyssey was in later stages of it. Yeah, but it was always Ricky Trooper and Mataran is what I used to listen to the most and used to admire and be like, yo, I want to be like them. You know, Trooper with the badman style and then Mataran with the girls them and them thing and the speech them and so it was just the like antics. The antics. So it was just like more, that's what I used to listen to. So that's what I used to. Now, you told me you're a big Clash fan. When will we get you back in the ring? Because those that don't know, you have clashed and you won the pass. What would it take to get Reem back in the ring? Well, for the money's right. You know what to do. From Bermuda, you see that? And at the end of the show, Reem, I will be giving your contact to some local promoters to get you back in the Clash ring. So, Reem, this was just a recap of the years going past. It's officially been a year since you was last heard. Yeah. Welcome back to the Loud Lounge. Welcome back to Bermuda. And before we go, we just have one thing to say. What's going on tonight at Pier 6, Reem? All right, so it's Bowtie and Stilettos, Pier 6 tonight. You get your tickets if you didn't get your tickets yet. It's going to be crazy. You know, we got dressed to impress. Yeah. I know the ladies that will come out looking nice, and it's going to be crazy. So Bermuda, make it a date tonight, Pier 6, the only place to be. It's the Loud Lounge with Selector Frey and DJ Reem, the new nationalized Bermudian, here on the Loud Lounge.